that kind of decides when to basically pull the lever and pump the sand round a snap of rocks here. As we get set for heat number 3, Luke Thompson up against Winter Vincent, who got the call up to compete in the event. He was 15th on the Challenger Series rankings. Natural disasters as we get set for Luke Thompson to come to life. Big, powerful hook off the top from the South African. And he bashes through the lip. Good looking wall here. Conditions seem to improving.
But then kind of like Callum Robson in that early heat, coming unstuck on that final move.
Here's the Bonsoy replay flick. Good combo to get started. Really would have loved the finish here.
Just smooth, tidy surfing, just linking these manoeuvres. But yeah, I mean, this is going to sting for him. He knows that. And then behind him, we obviously saw Winter take off. Nice wrapping move from him. But this wave, you know, obviously the wave selection here just didn't have that long, drawn-out line down the bay. You know, today
you have a great understanding of how it works. We're going to get back to that as we see Luke Thompson take flight here. Just a small wave, not a whole lot of room to move.
I think this is good at this point at the heat. And then, as we see, Luke Thompson's last wave. So goes for the air reverse there, but then not much opportunity after that. But
so he gives us some fireworks behind him. Winter Vincent looking for his best ride, trying to get back out in front here. Nice little roundhouse, just setting up his track, taking a bit more time with this wave. And gets a nice hit on the lip. And now trying to make the connection through to the Little Marley section. Finds a finishing turn. And likes the feel of it. And that will see him back up into the lead here.
What I only give it that thing is because it's actually a pretty thin bank. It's not a very entrenched bank like it is in past years. But look at this wave here. But this really gets Winter back in the picture.
They're making good use of that steep section flick.
Yeah, I think like this is good. He's got the finish here. He's completed his wave. He's going to keep it pace now with Luke Thompson. I mean, Luke on his last wave, he's going to lock in. Probably similar score to his opening wave as well. So I think also Winter unlocking. Okay, his first couple of waves probably not the best wave selection, and this one, I mean, he's really identified. All right, I need wave with wall. I need one where I'm going to get a finish
from Froggies after being pumped to Froggies Beach, and there it is.
Luke Thompson scrapping on the inside here, has some big moves he can go to. He's going to rip into that first section, attacking the pocket, big float now, and thinks about getting pitted, but drives away from the tube, hoping he can find some more room down the line. Loading up, swings the reverse, the tail digs in, and he rides the rotation and gets the completion.
Or close to it, but a bit further down the line, and Luke really identified that on this wave. You know, this one, you know, was growing down the line, and just nice surfing, really. Like placement of turns. I really loved like I'd say laziness or like the casualness to that float, but he did get a little bit stuck, but he makes up for it here at the end. Kind of knows, all right, I've only got one big section here, let's just go for it. And I mean, even if I go to Mateus's last, post-heat interview, he's like, what were the judges identifying that they really liked? And you know, they liked the variety. So I'm kind of interested to see where this score goes. You know, it was 3 kind of very different turns. You know, obviously we had the kind of casual float, a bit of progression at the end there, and then the sort of explosive start. So it's going to be interesting to see where this goes.
Kaipo watching on from the water. Big flare on the finishing.
Up and riding. Big snap from Winter. Can't come around that section. But, yeah, we're waiting for the score for Luke Thompson.
Chasing a 4.77, and Winter had this wave during the break.
This one's super tidy surfing. Looks like it's kind of, you know, diminishing in height, but, yeah, quick in and out there. So, I mean, look.
It really does come down to wave choice.
Here we go. Luke finding some space and a clean-looking wall standing up in front of him as he maintains a down-the-line approach before really digging in on that second turn, mixing things up with the float just to set up this inside track, gathering some speed. Will he take to the sky again? No, he's going to sink the rail. And loading up for a finish here. Plants it on the end, and that'll couple nicely with the 5.77.
One of those classic waves that kind of grew in height as it went down the bank. You can see it here. I just love the placement of all turns and the choice of manoeuvres for every section. It's so evident to me that obviously he's grown up surfing waves like JB, and this is like one of his strengths. I just feel like it's just such a good demonstration of that. And on this wave, just illustrating how well he can read this point break. And you know what? Like, you kind of felt that he was maybe...
This is the best job in the world. The Bonsoy board cat is bringing the froth. How good is this, Groms?
Good on you, Vorno.
Winter here. This is live, so he's trying to fight back. He's only chasing a 6.22, so can he get around this section?
Yeah, he's going to get around it. He's hoping that it's going to pick up and run again, but it doesn't. And really, when you look at the GWM recap bugs...
Whereas the great surfing of Winter Vincent, but his waves are petered out. Like, this is exceptional surfing going on here. But even now, he looks at along there and he says, well, that's it. This wave's fizzled out, and he's had 2 or 3 like this.
Down the line, Winter's going to make a move here. Has some big airs he can go to, but doesn't have the room to load up. And here comes Luke, just making his way down. So it's going to be difficult here for Winter on a smaller ride to turn this heat around. 6.22 is the requirement. Just pushing it, forcing that move. And even if he executed there, I doubt we see that go to a 6.22 as Luke brings it home. Just 15 seconds remaining here. He's just going to rip this one right through to Little Marley. Unlikely that it's going to go into his top 2, but he'll stick that final move, or almost sticks it. But he had some moments, and he's a kid with a bright future.
Oh, he's going to know that for sure. His surfing's there. I mean, on those couple of like single one-turn manoeuvres, we saw it. I mean, judges are throwing a 4.93 for just a couple of manoeuvres.
Luke, sure, the dream when you first thought about making this tour was to get perfect empty snapper to yourself. You did that, but how hard is it to shake off the nerves in this first round?
Yeah, I mean, geez, the first 2 events we weren't really blessed with waves, and this comp has had a really good forecast for the past 2 weeks. So it's been a big build-up. Everyone's been talking about it, frothing about it. You know, it's been like a lot of build-up to this day. So I'm never really nervous when I get into the water for heat. And I paddled out, and I felt like my legs felt heavy. I was pretty nervous, and I was kind of trying to tell myself to just relax and calm down and just surf. But I felt like my emotions kind of got the best of me. But yeah, that round's pretty nerve-wracking. That round 1's pretty hectic. Everyone's so good in it. Winter's such a good surfer. He narrowly missed out on qualifying, and I'm sure he's going to get it done very, very soon. I watched him at Worlds last year, go absolutely like out of body, and it was impressive, like some of the best surfing I've ever seen. So yeah, I was nervous going up against him, but happy to get it done and happy to get that out of the way. And yeah, I think for the next one, I think we're going to have a good week.
It's going to be a great week, mate. And there were moments in that heat where it did look like it was starting to click for you, but we also heard you in your post-heat breakdown saying that you left points out there.
Yeah, I just felt like, I felt pretty connected with this wave like this whole week. But I felt like when I was out there, I was maybe just a little bit nervous and not really allowing myself to loosen up and surf. And I felt like I kind of could have given like a lot more in the opportunities that I have. But yeah, happy to get it done with that. So yeah, hopefully next round I can open up a bit more and just get going. It's nice in this next round going up against the big dogs. You kind of don't really have a choice. So yeah, that kind of fires me up. I kind of love that shit. It's the best. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome, man. And just walk us through your board, because you got a pretty cool spray on there.
Yeah, got some magics from DH, and been kind of trying to tap into a bit of kindness this year and just kind of like let the good vibes flow. And so I gave it a little design, wrote kindness is free. You know, I just think, especially around here, this whole atmosphere, everyone's so positive and good, and I just kind of want to exuberate that bit of energy. So yeah, I wrote on the board, ended up being good luck little magic stick. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to excited for the rest of the week, and yeah, excited to get this thing going.
Mate, whatever you put out there, the universe will give back to you tenfold, and kindness is one of the best, brother. It is free. Yeah, of course.
Thanks to everyone at home. Thanks for all the support. I'm really feeling it. You guys are the best. Waking up and watching, I think it's like 1:32 at home now. So yeah, I really appreciate all you guys' support. You know who you are, and yeah, thanks to everyone. Let's go.
Thank you, Vaughn.